Um, I think women typically like the tall guy, but I like tall women. I think we can switch it up, uh, because I don't have money to pay for my children's college, so they need to be Division I athletes. You want to be in love or in the league, bro. 401k, no. Son in the NBA 2K. Come on, it's called investing, guys. And I remember when I was on Hinge, the dating app, I changed all my settings to like very tall women. It was mostly Polynesians. But that was hot, bro. My baby mama finna look like The Rock. I'm not tripping. Your girl, she be stealing your hoodies. I be stealing my girl's shoes, bro. I was in the club wearing Uggs. Look like Peggy Hill up there, yeah. We'll figure it out. But no, man, I'm getting up there. I want a kid that could, play basketball. That's kind of like my little thing. I see Luka Doncic play basketball. Any Luka fans? Okay, a couple. Yeah, he's playing right now. That kind of makes me want to adopt a white kid, Switch it up. I feel like I could do that. African adopting a white kid, that's a little switcheroo. Because Angelina Jolie's crib on Thanksgiving looks like a Detroit Pistons home game. It's very multicultural now. I want to do that, because that's what they be doing, A white family adopt a African child and name him something like River, like the Nile, or Chad, like the country he's from, or Heidi, short for South African Apartheid. Shout out to Elon, my heart, okay, all right, sorry. Don't want to rip off Joe's bit right there. What else did I want to say? This seems like a perfect segue. I feel like the solution to misinformation is more misinformation the opposite way. Because oftentimes I'll find myself in these subreddits and they'll be like Holocaust deniers, and everybody they're like, oh, it's only 200,000, and I'm like, bro, is like, and they'll be like, oh, it's actually 6 million. It's like, no, bro, you don't bring a textbook to a gunfight. Fight fire with a rocket launcher. So I like to spread more misinformation the opposite way, because there's this concept, right, in math. It's called Graham's number, and it's an insanely huge number. Like the amount of atoms in the observable universe, Graham's number is larger than that. And Graham's number is the amount of Jews that perished in the Holocaust. Trillions of trillions, because why not? They can only go down to zero. I could go up forever. It's simple math. I don't know why people do that. Yeah, nice. It's cool being in Los Angeles, so close to the water. It's one of the few spots in the nation where you hear about shark attacks on the local news. And, my second thought when I hear about a shark attack is like, oh my gosh, I just feel terrible for that definitely 100% white person that happened to. Oh my God, Phoebe, no. She's a good person. My first thought is that would never happen to us. You know what's going on, brother. And sharks don't be at Dre's nightclub. I don't know even how to find a shark. I feel about sharks the same way I feel about bears. I pay a lot of rent to not encounter them. That's my thing. Because y'all know the rules for bears, right? If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, get down. If it's white, good night. Those are also my rules for the police. If I get pulled over by a black cop, I'm like, come on, bro, we went to high school together. What are you doing? You used to sell me weed, man. You better stop before I call 911 on both of us. Both of us, man. This show's fun, man. You're a good crowd. I recently lost someone close to me. O.J. Simpson. Haven't gained another angel, I know. The juice has expired. And what a phenomenal life to make it to the NFL Hall of Fame, and that's the second most important fact about you. That's pretty wild, I don't know, how many people would, Shaq have to murder before, okay, Shaquille the cereal or some shit. I feel like that's a pretty wild thing to do. Or the opposite way, how many touchdowns would Jeffrey Dahmer have to score before we're okay, this nigga's wildin', but my fantasy football team is eating right now. we're doing that. Because I'm just saying, like your talent as a celebrity gives you a certain amount of forgiveness. Like, Josh Allen won an MVP. He should be able to say it once. You know, just one time. This is Trump's America. He should be able. And no, because you look at a guy like Michael Jackson, right? Very talented individual. One of the most talented people of all time, in my opinion. Generational weirdo. Very strange man. At minimum, he admitted to like cuddling with kids and providing them with liquor. If you said you did that, they'd be like, dude, stop giving third graders White Claws. What are you doing, you know? But it was MJ, so he's just like, niggas can't have slumber parties? Like, but that's my time. I appreciate y'all.